Hi and welcome back to Home Renovations TV. As you can see, Alex has done the ceiling on the landing, well, the hallway and the landing. And now he's going to start this wall here, what's going down the stairs. So when he's got everything ready, I will bring you back. As you can see, Alex is plastering the top of the stair boards, is what I can pronounce. What would you call them, Alex?
This is the underside of the loft stairs, and it's the slope. Again, this has been fireboarded previously, and I'm just going over now, plastering to make it nice and even, ready for decorating. This is the first coat, as you can see, going on. And it's a case of working through. One of the things I've been finding is plastering, to somebody who's watching it, is quite a boring thing. Unless you're somebody who, you know, is wanting to learn about the subject or is interested, it can be quite boring. And it's, to be honest, one of the things we've been finding when we're creating the contents for you. I mean, yes, I said to you before that the main reason we're doing it, and to be honest, it's quite a selfish one, is to document everything that we're doing throughout the house. You know, we've done it photographically up till now, or up to the first video that we did. And then we've swapped over to videos, but we needed somewhere to store it, so I thought, well, let's do YouTube. But it is quite hard to get, you know, to make the contents of the videos interesting.
I've got a question to ask. As you put new plasterboards on to the walls and you are plastering, so how long do I need to wait so I can paint it?
That's quite a loaded question because there's so many scenarios with it. And I'm going to answer this so that other people, not just you, can understand the answer. It's a loaded question because yes, there's a lot of scenarios. It depends on, you know, you've asked whether, because it's going on to plasterboard, but there are other scenarios such as, has the wall been bonded first and then, you know, rendered, so on and so forth. If it's been rendered, you're going to wait longer. With the plasterboards, the easiest way to answer that is not to give you a time, but to show you when it's ready. So if you look up here now, this was plastered yesterday, and you can see where it's dried and where it's not. And if you come down here onto this ceiling, you can see there's a lot more moisture. Okay, yeah. And then if you go up to upstairs and look at those ceilings into my daughter's bedroom and have a look at those walls, right?
So would you say this ceiling on the top floor landing is ready for painting?
No, because there's still patches of damp up there. You might not be able to see it from where you're...
Oh yeah, at the corners.
Yeah. So no, that's not ready. But if you were to go into Shaylee's room, you'll see that the whole wall is...
I'll do that later.
Yeah. Is completely dry. there is no wet patches. Now I did that
a week ago,
right? And it's only in the last couple of days, I would have said, that it's gotten to that stage. Now we're in September, so, you know, it's taken longer for that to dry. But then also, it depends on the type of plaster you're using. If you're doing gypsum, you're going to wait longer than if you're using the Make Good stuff. That's one of the good things about that Make Good brand. You know, and I think it's one of their USPs is the fact that, you know, you can pretty much decorate on it within 48 hours of putting it on. And that's what we've actually found doing it. I mean, that bathroom beside you, the main bathroom, we were able to decorate that pretty much the same week that I'd plastered it. I'd finished plastering it within a week, and you know, by the weekend you were able to get on and decorate it. So it does really depend, but you're waiting for every part of the plaster to be completely and utterly dry. And what colour would you say it was? Pink? Almost skin pink?
Yeah, like a skin colour.
I would say once...
I'll say that's definitely dry on top of me.
Yes, it is.
That's definitely dry.
Yeah.
But then that piece there is not.
No.
So
So you're waiting for the whole ceiling to go from this, which I would call chocolate, to that pink.
to like a pinky brown,
Yeah.
lighter colour to the chocolate,
Yeah.
and then to white. Well,
Yeah.
it's not actually white, it's like a skin colour, like you say.
Yeah. So that's what you're waiting for, and it's the best way I can answer that question. Sorry.
In terms
of how you should decorate it, now fairly shortly I'm going to be decorating Shaylee's room.
Yay!
So I'm going to wait to answer that question because I think they come together when we do that bedroom. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
As you can see, Alex has done under the stairs as seen on the previous video, and he's also done the back wall near the airing cupboard. And if you can see, if I step back, the wall leading to the main bathroom and our bedroom. So that's all done.
They've all been first coated, but I've got a feeling I might have left this slightly too long. So I'm going to get a second coat on this quickly and hope I haven't. And then it'll be getting second coats on these other two walls.
Hi, we're back. As you can see that Alex has put all the stock beading around each doorway and where the stairs and landings are. And then where he put the piece of wood that he's put more plasterboard on there, and the corner, is it corner beading on there?
Yeah. Yeah, it's corner beading, darling.
Yeah, around the airing cupboard. As you can see, as he's going to do the same on that piece of wood there, plasterboard over it and put the corner beading and angles on it. As you can see that he's started to plaster the next wall next to the little bedroom.
Yeah, I was umming and ahhing about how, you know, to get up to the top landing for plastering, for painting and decorating, etc. And it just came to me to put you know, a piece of wood, battening and so on, and bolt that to the wall. But at the same time, I didn't want that on show permanently. So I've just wrapped it in some plasterboard to enable me to, you know, hide it, blend it in with the wall. But it also means that I've got somewhere permanently that I can put a piece of a plank or whatever is required, you know, to get up there. And it'll be there for the future as well.
Like that piece will be,
yeah.
But that'll be fireboarded over too, won't it?
It will. There's no need to fireboard it, but it's what I've got scrap.
Yeah.
You know, there's no point in going out and buying a brand new board just for that bit. I've got some scrap bits, and that's what I'm doing.
So did you need to PVA the plasterboards before plastering?
No. But then that I didn't hear. But if, for example, the boards have been up for a while, they can dry out. You know, then yes, I would PVA. But in all honesty, and it's another subject that I'll come across later on. These boards, all of them, have a porous face which enables the plaster to stick to. Now, it's not so porous that it's going to suck all the Somebody didn't wash the bucket properly. Oh well. Where was I? Yeah, they're porous, but they're not porous enough that they're going to suck all the moisture out of your plaster. Sorry. That's the reason you normally PVA the walls first. If I was to do another reskim over the top of this, because I'd left it too long and I was unable to, you know, finish it, then yes, I would then PVA the plaster. But that's only if I was going to do another coat on top of the dry plaster. So it took me about 10 or 15, 20 minutes to get down to this end. I think it was close to 20 minutes. I did 6 litres of water, and that covered from this point here down to where Zoe is now. Oh, you can't even see me, sorry. So whilst Zoe's doing a mix up, what I'm doing is just going back down, still like, you know, to get rid of as many tram lines and raised areas as I can. So I'm going to shut up now because Zoe's going to make another a racket. Ready, is it? Yep. Right. I'm going to move you again a minute. Try and work out where the best place is to put you. I'm hoping you can see me, but I'm back again. Anyway, I've moved you about a bit. The only thing is, Zoe, bless her cotton socks. She's still new at it, so I can't really tell her off. She's done it a little, well. Did you see that? Yeah. Can't do anything with that. Should take them both. Yes, about 2 or 3 weeks of plastering to go, and then what we're going to do is go to the top of the house and be working our way down. So when we're at the top of the house, we'll do it room by room, and we'll then get on to the decorating, the flooring, building furniture, and the jobs like that. So yeah, and in terms of where we're going with the house, we've still got extension to do, which will house the new kitchen. We've got the study to do, and so on, and the garden, the driveway. So there's loads of things that we've got to do on this house. But like I said to you before, we're trying to work our way up the ladder. So at the same time, we're also, fairly soon, the next 18 months or so, be looking to find something else. And hopefully you'll come along with us on that journey too. Where there'll be more work like we've done here and more. I'd love to do a new build, but I think at the moment we need to do renovations and then look into doing new builds. We have found or seen a property similar to what we would like eventually, but it's going to take us time to get there. And if it means doing, another 5 or 6 properties, then that's what we'll have to do. So what is it eventually we're trying to aim towards, or what are we aiming towards? We're aiming for about 60 acres, 4 or 5 bed property. And I'd like to either go to Cornwall or eventually to Devon, or to Devon. And I think Zoe's the same as me. She loves Devon. And her favourite area is Totnes, which is in the South Hams. Don't ask me why, but I also like Totnes. There's not very many properties, with what we're looking for come up in that area, and if they do, they're expensive. You know, so if we end up having to go to Wales, we're both happy with that as well. Why the southwest? Well, it's very similar countryside to what we're used to here. It's where I was brought up, and I've taken Zoe down there a few times to different areas, and she's fallen in love with it down there. And it is beautiful, and I'll put some photos, you know, not my photos, I will say. I might not actually. YouTube thing. So yeah, we're looking for something with about 60 acres. A property that we can do up. And like I said, we're looking, once we've done the work for this, we will probably sell the property with everything in it, so that we can start afresh with the next. And we'll be hoping to get between, you know, 180 and 200,000. That's the goal. Does that make us a profit? I don't think so. But then it won't make us a loss. We're almost there with it. And then I'll be starting back at the beginning, doing the second coat. But yes, this wall was really quite intimidating. Come on, come on. Jerry's just looking at me as if to say, well, can I come up? I was just talking to him about our goals and what it is that we'd like. And I'm saying about a property in Devon, eventually. Might not be straight away. But we're looking for something between 40 and 60 acres, aren't we? Yeah. I'm quite happy to go bigger. And I was saying that you love the topness area.
Yeah.
Yeah, the southwest allows us to virtually grow and rear all our own food, and it's something that both of us are quite passionate about. You can grow, because of the climate in the southwest, you can virtually grow anything within reason. I don't think you can grow tea down there, but I have heard of places down in Devon that do that. But yeah, and it has to be something, I think, with a home that needs work doing to it.
Put a stamp on it.
Hey?
To make it feel like ours. To put
Yeah.
a stamp on it.
Yeah. I think we've almost become addicted to this, haven't we?
Yeah. I think you need to do that top corner a bit more.
Sorry, I'm just taking out my trowel as I'm going down.
Okay.
So yeah, and we'd like to take you on the journey of how we get there, right the way along. You know, we'll be giving you tips, tricks, etc. for DIY, and then when it comes to, you know, searching for the property, we'll take you along, and if the vendors, you know, allow us to film whilst we're there, we'll also take you on a tour of each of the properties that we look at. Yeah, we've got some fun to go along the way. It's about renovating homes, etc. I suppose if as we move along, you know, we are flipping homes, it's something that you know, perhaps you guys are interested in.
Sugar.
Where does that bottle of water go?
There, beside you in the bathroom.
I knew this one was going to take it out on us. I think I'm going to switch up.
Yeah.
We're 4 hours in, and I've done the first and second coats here. What I'm doing now is I'm back at where I started, and I'm just sorting out flattening off, and this is what I would call my first flatten off. My biggest problem is these pipes. I can't do anything about them. In terms of moving them, but it's just a matter of, you know, trying to work out the best way to do it. And I mean, I'm not too worried, you know, because the skirts are quite deep, so, you know, as long as I can get, you know, above the skirts in reasonable order, I should be okay. But, you know, it's not as easy as it looks. And what I'm doing is trying to, at this precise moment in time, get the corners right. Now, if you look at that wall now, that section that I've just done, which is from there back to the door, you'll notice that most of the big high spots, like for example I've got here, have gone. So like here, 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 they've all gone. Okay, what I'm going to do then is leave this wall alone for 40 minutes. Okay, once I finish this troweling and I get to that end, I'm going to leave it for 40 minutes. I'm then going to come back with my paintbrush and the water again, and I'm going to do it again. Okay, so I'm now working this section. I'm really loading it up with the water. And the water really does help it. Okay, don't worry about the floor. That's easily resolved later on. Make sure as you're going across that, oh shoot, that you are filling in any low spots, any holes, anything like that that you've missed when you've gone over with the second. Okay. Unfortunately, this wall ended up having to have 3 coats in order to get it level. It really was a pain in the butt, this wall, and I still don't think I've got it 100%. But we've got wainscoting going on this wall, and I'll go over the design for that in another video, and how we're going to make it, etc. This is what, when I was saying about, or in fact I haven't even talked about it, what style are we going for in this house? Well, both of us like modern, but again both of us like period. We're not into what I would call shabby chic. Neither of us, are we?
No, not really.
So what we're trying to do is elegant, family friendly, but it's a mixture of, could call it period meets modern, or modern meets period. So for example, in this hallway we're doing wainscoting around the walls, but the banisters are glass. Okay, we're going for modern colours, so instead of magnolia as our neutral colour, we're going with, is it a silver grey you would say?
Yeah.
And some of the colours in the house are period. So like for example, you know, my study, I've chosen a period, Crown's period colours. And believe it or not, I've gone for green. Because I read somewhere, and I think it was when I was doing my colour course with my interior design, that green is a very productive colour. So with it being an office, I chose for a green. Oh. Stay safe if you can. Why not give it a go? I'm sure you can. If I can do it, anybody can.